Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Microsoft Pulse. I'm Tamara Bredemus, and this is,
I'm Duff.
and we're here to go through the Microsoft roadmap to let you know what's new and changed and how it's going to affect you. Now, the roadmap is divided up into four different parts. In development means Microsoft is working on it. Rolling out, meaning it started to roll out to the different tenants. And then launched, which means everybody in the target tenant should have this particular feature. And finally, canceled. Those are features that Microsoft have chosen to cancel for various reasons or that are duplicates. So, Tom, let's get started. What do you see in development?
So, got a few here. First one, Excel. There is a new function out called equal copilot. So you can put that in Excel formulas to generate, classify, and summarize text and data. This is really kind of cool. I saw it mentioned probably like a couple months ago. I'm like, is there yet? Is there yet? Is there yet? It's like, oh, it's not even hit the roadmap in development yet. But it's supposed to be coming out in November. But it's one of the examples was great because you put like equal copilot parentheses, give me the top 10 airports in Australia by their abbreviation codes. You hit, close the parentheses. It's like dun, 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 and then it gives you a list of the 10 different airline codes or airport codes that it got from Copilot. And I'm like, this is really kind of cool. I don't know a
Wow.
really good use case yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be fun to play with. So keep an eye open for that one if you're in the Copilot world. Um, were you going to do the one about the running rules manually?
No.
Okay, Outlook see progress when running rules manually in the new Outlook for Windows and the web. So when you choose the run rule now, it always used to kill me because you'd sit there and click it and it would just spin and spin and spin, and you had no idea whether it was doing it, whether it wasn't, whether it was just going on a lunch break. You didn't know. Well, now there's a visual progress indicator in both the message list and the rules page showing that it's being actively applied, which I think is awesome. And I love how they phrase it. This helps confirm the action is in progress, especially for large mailboxes, so you're not left wondering if anything is happening. It's like, that would
Hmm.
be good. So that's coming in December. Then we have also an Outlook expanded conditions for a conditional formatting in new Outlook for Windows for Web. So they've had things you can do for conditional formatting, having things appear differently in your inbox and the whole bit. But now they're going to give you some enhanced rules like based on size, read unread status, presence or attachments, flag settings, categories, or importance. So it's going to be easier to get those kind of flags for things that are important to you rather than just the two or three things that they currently offer you. And I'll do one more before I hand it over to her and let her talk about a few things. Last one I want to mention is Microsoft Teams open channels in a new window. So this is another thing where they've been doing this more and more frequently in Teams, where you can actually take a window like a chat or something like that and pop it out to a separate window. So you don't have to stay within Teams, or you don't have to go somewhere else in Teams and then try to get back to where you were. This now basically says for a channel, which is the new angle on this one, you can say, oh, this is a channel. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'd really like to keep it open so I can see what's going on. Well, now you can pop that into a separate window, slide it over to a second monitor if you want, and you can be monitoring that channel in a separate window all day long without having to keep going back and forth in Teams to keep an eye on what's happening. So that's coming out in November. Definitely keep an eye open for that one.
Fabulous. And then I have Microsoft Teams search for images. So you can search for images by message content, people, or where they were shared. So you can see the results as you type. Then filter to show only images or explore them in dedicated images tab, all from the search bar. And then Microsoft Teams voice and face enrollment dashboard for admins. So admins now have visibility and insight for voice and facial profile enrollments through dashboard in the Teams admin center. Voice and face profiles are critical for supporting AI enhanced meeting experiences for users across the organization. And the dashboard provides metrics on enrollments over time.
Cool.
Yeah, and then Microsoft Edge desktop visual search. Quickly send images to Bing Visual Search from the Edge desktop search bar to identify images, people, animals, and shows. It's going to show extract, copy, and translate text while keeping its format. So you can solve questions quickly in various subjects and get trusted information to boost your knowledge. Discover products, fashion, recipes, identify a location, and more. This is available on Windows devices, and admins can control the availability to this feature using the visual search enabled policy. Then finally, I love me some good PowerPoint. Find and add company approved images in PowerPoint with organization images. So browse your company's approved logos, icons, and photos right inside of PowerPoint. No need to search elsewhere. So stay on brand and compliant. Do not put something that says, like, what is that picture place? Stock images or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that, and it's got going across it their name and
yeah,
logo.
yeah. Don't
Do
do
not put
that.
those in PowerPoint presentations. So it'll help you remain compliant with easy access to your organization's asset library and connected image sources. That's coming out October of this year. So I'm excited to see that. And I'm sure our branding officer is going to be excited to see that.
Very much so.
What do you like in rolling out, Tom?
So in rolling out Microsoft Copilot, you'll be able to scope delegated mailbox access for emails in business chat. So this is basically scoping Copilot queries and emails for delegated mailboxes. So if you're trying to find answers and maybe you're an admin and you've got delegated mailbox access to like 3 or 4 execs, you'll be able to focus on those particular mailboxes to be able to get answers based on what kind of things that they have. So that's nice. Copilot actions in SharePoint document libraries. So when you've been in OneDrive, you've always been able to go in and say, oh, I select a file in OneDrive and look, it's got a Copilot icon and I can do all these things with it. You could never really do that in SharePoint. They're now rolling out those same actions into SharePoint document libraries so you can do the same kind of things. That's coming out in September, which means you should have it by now. I've got to go check when we're done here. And then the final one that I will mention is Microsoft Teams chat notes. So this is listed as a new collaborative space is now available directly from your Teams chat, enabling real-time collaboration, organization of key information, and streamlined communications. Chat notes is available now in one-on-one and group chats and is accessible only to the chat members. So you can basically put images out there, format text, format or share loop components, and mention chat members when you require their attention. So this is kind of like you've got the chat stuff going on, but now they're going to give you this workspace or this chat notes area where you can actually have additional content that doesn't get lost in the flow of the messages going by at breakneck speed. So I'm thinking that's going to be really interesting. That's supposed to be coming out this month. Looking forward to seeing that one.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And then Outlook, forward as an attachment emails in a PST file in new Outlook for Windows. So, with this update for support to PST files, aka Outlook data file, in the new Outlook for Windows, users will be able to forward as an attachment emails in PST files. So, future releases of the new Outlook will expand the support for PST file capabilities. And that is for hashtag new Outlook for Windows, hashtag PST file support.
uh,
And then Microsoft Teams preview of multiple camera view in Teams rooms on Windows. So when multiple camera views are enabled in a Teams room on Windows, the preview video on the front of the room display and the camera settings dialog will show multiple camera views. Now, this feature allows in room users to be aware of all the camera streams that are simultaneously streaming to remote users. This feature is available with the Teams Rooms Pro license. And that's also in September. So you should have that soon, if not now. And then a little nod to those of you still using iPads for Microsoft Team meetings because they're so convenient.
They are.
So Teams on iPad will now support a separate pop-out window for meetings, enhancing your multitasking capability. Not that anyone multitasks during a meeting.
No, not at all.
No. But that should be finished rolling out by October.
I've got one more I want to go back to.
Okay.
And that is the facilitator agent in Microsoft Teams is now getting the ability to use it for scheduled meetings in team rooms. So you can take advantage of the facilitator agent in team room on Windows and Android for real-time AI-generated notes, follow-up items, and keeping everybody on time during scheduled meetings. Facilitator appears in the meeting chat, and participants can toggle between notes, chat, and the agents. Available in rooms licensed for Teams Room Pro, Teams Rooms Pro. Facilitator for no, I do not want to. Facilitator for ad hoc meetings invoked by QR scan is available in public preview. This is something that's been available for individual meetings that you're having or your meetings that you set up, but it's now actually going into the Teams room environment too. And the facilitator agent is going to be like awesome sauce if you've got a Copilot license to be able to have it go through, take notes, do all this stuff for you. It's just going to be really, really cool. I think that's going to be another killer app when it comes to Copilot and Teams. So it should be good.
I'm going to take one from launched and then I'll pass it off to you.
Okay.
Outlook, schedule from email with Copilot. So often you may want to transition a conversation from an email thread to a meeting. Copilot helps you do this by being able to start scheduling right from the email conversation, which I want to point out that on Outlook desktop, this used to be a feature. One of the response features was respond with a meeting.
Yeah.
So they've taken something that used to be standard part of the tool and have now plopped it over onto Copilot. I have some feelings about this. So Copilot helps you do this by being able to start scheduling right from the email conversation. It saves you time and effort because it was hard to click. Saves you time and effort by generating a meeting invite that's ready for you to review and send. When you click on schedule with Copilot, a meeting form will appear with a Copilot generated meeting title, agenda, and conversation summary, as well as the pre-filled attendees list from the email thread and an attachment of the original email thread. All right. The only thing the Outlook feature did not do was attach the email.
Well, and the fact is too, it's also giving you like a conversation summary of everything.
You used to get the whole email.
Yeah, but if you could just get that summary going, here's what was talked about, and here's what the blah blah blah. It's a little nicer. I'm not going to argue with you though, because I know you feel very.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, officer. Why are you stopping me from going 3 miles over the speed limit when there's real crime being done?
Okay,
there are other things to focus on.
Yes, there are.
So this feature will be available in the new Outlook for Windows, Web, Mac, and mobile. So that rolled out or launched this month. And I have feelings.
Yes, you do. I do have one item, and it's in Microsoft Copilot. It's the skills agent, which is another one that's just rolled out. And so this particular agent that they're giving you, skills, empowers individuals and leaders to easily find experts in the organization, make informed decisions about skill development, and ensure that the organization has the right skills in the era of AI. The skills agent is powered by the people skills data layer, which uses advanced AI capabilities to infer skills for every person in the organization, providing a comprehensive view of areas of expertise and focused all in one place. Now, I know that you've always had that about me section that you
Yeah.
could fill in.
Mm-hmm.
But that was only as good as whether or not you filled it in. And the reality is, not many people did or
I
kept it up
did.
to date.
I
I know
did. I
you did.
do.
You're an overachiever.
I am.
Uh, but this is nice in the fact it's actually going to generate information based on things you've been doing, things it can find about you, Microsoft Graph, all those kind of things. So
Oh
I
my
think this
gosh,
will
it's
be
going to
really
put
good.
in a skill of napping.
But if they need a professional napper, that's you.
I'm there.
I'm
I'm a
so there.
giver.
Yeah. So that's all yeah, all I have in the launch category.
All right, we have two in canceled. Microsoft Teams real time notification live activities for Teams meetings on iOS lock screen. So, Microsoft is not releasing this feature at this time, and they apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused. What was going to happen is iOS live activities integration for Teams meetings on mobile would have allowed users to view the live progress of a meeting at a glance from their lock screen. Real time notifications with live activities automatically update in real time so users can see when the meeting has started, when it's in progress, and whether recording is on, when someone needs to be admitted from the lobby, and when the meeting has ended. Live activities is for iPhones only. This reminds me of live tiles when
Yeah.
Windows had their own phone. I loved the Windows phone. I loved live tiles, and I was so sad when they got retired. And then the last canceled is Microsoft Copilot Viva connection cards in Microsoft 365 Copilots. So, Microsoft has decided after further review not to proceed with the change at this time, and they do apologize for any inconvenience. Microsoft 365, what would have happened is Microsoft 365 Copilot was going to bring Viva Connection cards to conversations. When a card is relevant to a specific topic, the card will surface in the conversations and users will be able to interact with it directly from Microsoft 365 Copilot without interrupting the user's flow.
But you're not going to get that now.
But you're not going to, don't hold your breath for that one. And so that is everything on the roadmap. Tom, was there anything else you'd like to mention?
Can't really think of anything. So I think you can wrap us up and take it away.
Fabulous. Well, thanks so much for joining, everyone. We hope you found something useful today. And join us next week when we do the same thing.
There you go.
It'll be great.
We're in a rut. We'll do it.
So you don't have to.
There you go.
All right. Thanks for joining and have a good one. Bye now.